Cool.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. I usually ask everyone this, but like a short intro about yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my name is Julius. People mostly know me as, well, people on Instagram know me as J underscore Filipino. And yeah, I'm from Canada. What else do I say?
Oh
What
no,
else do
that's.
you want me
I
to
mean,
say?
that's it. If you want to like plug anything, it's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, just, I just dabble in fashion, I guess. That's what I'm known for my Instagram.
It's pretty cool. That's awesome. So I usually ask like people like a series of questions like whether it's Instagram, fashion, music, whatever. And
hmm
what are your thoughts on Instagram TV? What's your thoughts about that?
Oh, the new platform. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's cool. It's definitely a platform for longer videos, but the thing I'm iffy about is the portrait. It's like not landscape mode. So like, I mean, if you were to make a video for YouTube, or like if you were to promote a video for YouTube and then you were to try to plug it in through Instagram TV, it's like you're gonna have to change the format so much, or you're cropping a whole bunch, man.
Yeah, I feel like the only way
Yeah.
to have the video, if it was landscape, you would have to make it portrait or make it
Yeah.
vertical, just to like have the video up there. So
Yeah,
yeah, I definitely.
exactly. It's like you're taking out so much that, like, I'm pretty sure, like, most people when they shoot like lookbooks or like any videos, they have the intention of mostly putting it to like YouTube, right? So doing that, it's like you really have to be intentional and just think about IGTV, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
just. Do you think it's gonna be something fundamental? Do you think it's gonna like maybe shake up YouTube, or do you think it's gonna be having a staying power like how like Instagram Stories did? Do you think it's gonna have any
I
staying
mean,
power?
yeah, I think it's mostly for advertisement purposes. It's definitely gonna help brands grow. It's definitely gonna help with interaction, and that's like the biggest thing with Instagram, I believe, is just like, more content in different ways. It's like, it helps add variety, and it helps shake up things from just being.
Being, are we still there? Hello. Did the audio cut out? Julius, are you there? Let me do this real quick. Let me move him real quick. Let me move him to live. Technical difficulties. Give me 1 second. I think we're having technical difficulties. Give me 1 second. Yeah, give me 1 second. How are you doing, Astro? What's up? Yeah, this is my guest, Jay Filipino. Yeah, give me 1 second. I think his audio cut out. So yeah, let's see. I don't know what to do. Yeah, try disconnecting and reconnecting again. Yeah, usually this always happens. Usually there's always a technical difficulty during the podcast. Um, let's see. Yeah, try disconnecting and connecting again. Yeah, sorry guys if there's any technical difficulties right now. That's so odd, man. That would have happened this early. Let's go back to general. Hello. Can I hear you?
Hello. Yeah,
Okay,
my bad.
cool.
Could you still hear me at that time? I was saying hello.
No, it like disconnected like midway when I was like talking to you about like Instagram stories and like IG. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's because my dad called a while ago.
Oh, okay, for
I
sure.
think it just it shifted.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I was
Okay.
just talking to and I didn't hear any feedback. I was like,
Okay, cool. Okay.
what's going on?
Okay, let me reiterate what we were just talking about. Okay, we're talking about vertical video. We're talking about
Yeah.
that, and then I asked you about if there's going to be any staying power with Instagram TV. On your thoughts, if there's going to be any staying power.
Um, I think it's its own thing. If anything, there's plenty of ways for it to grow. Maybe I don't think it's shaking up YouTube in any way. I don't think it's gonna impact it in any way, but it's definitely a new platform. Yeah, so I think major YouTube or major Instagram users, they're definitely gonna take advantage of that because it's a new way to interact with their followers and everything like that. So I think in in a way, yeah, it could revolutionize it if done right.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, because I was just wondering because I know when it first came out, I was like, man, this is definitely gonna be a game changer for some people who
Yeah,
do like content and art. You know, definitely content creators at heart and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I definitely do see people putting like exclusive content there. You know, people that actually do YouTube and definitely trying to experiment. So I'm definitely interested
yeah.
to see how that grows and hopefully it grows.
I think just now it's more of like people are just questioning why, but like as there it's the more you give it time, it's gonna be more people are gonna accept it more. It's just I think it's just annoying for people right now. Like for me, myself, I just don't like how it's orange. It's so annoying to look at, just the pop of it. So yeah,
Oh, so just basically because of the notification. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, the notification.
Yeah, I also had like a person like that told me that like the notification can definitely be annoying also. So,
Yeah, yeah, it can discourage some people for sure. But
hmm
it's yeah, keep an open mind.
hmm I want to ask you about this photo. You took like a flat lay. How long did it take you to organize this photo and take it?
Oh yeah. So basically, I have this series. I don't know if you've been following up with it. It's called Bougie Gram Shoots. And this is actually a part of that where I just do like you know commercial looking or like advertisement looking photos. But I do it in my own twist, my own like broke guy style, where I took a bunch of canvas. So I took this canvas that I didn't use because I used to paint, and I have this blank surface, and I just put random stuff on it, and then I just shoot with my camera. And it took me a while. It took me first of all, I had to find the stuff to make it look good, but then yeah, it's more of like mm, um making things stay and just making things look good on a square. Because when you're taking the picture, it doesn't look that bad until you actually take the photo itself. You're gonna see things are out of place, things aren't proportional, and everything like that. So yeah,
That's what's up. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely want to do some flat lays. I know a couple of people told me about like
yeah,
certain techniques to do them and stuff like that. So yeah, man,
oh yeah,
I
for
definitely
sure.
understand that. So that's what's up. It's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, because I definitely want to definitely do a flat lay, but I don't know like what things to put out there and stuff like that. So that's
I
pretty
think
awesome.
when it comes to that, it's more of well, like for clothes, you gotta add your own twist to it. You gotta add some personal touches, right? It's all about like what you can take out of it. Because if it's just random stuff that like people don't really see, I guess it's also it has something to do with the craft. But yeah, I think the best thing about it is just having your own personal touch. Like For me, it was just things in my drawer, and then I just arranged it in a square. I thought it looked dope.
That's awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, I noticed you have a was it what is this? Is it do you call it a shoulder pack or what do you call that? It's not a fanny pack. What is it called? It's like a
Oh yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger. What is it called?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it actually is a fanny pack.
Mm-hmm.
It's just people wear. It's the new trend. People just started wearing it like it's like a lay on your shoulder type of thing. I don't know. It's different. I think I can mess with that. It's it lets you look different from all the what do you call that? Uh, oh man, it's not coming to me, but the touristy fanny pack way of wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can definitely mess with it. I like doing that.
That's what's up. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. How much was it by the way?
Oh, most of the clothes I wear, um, including that one, the Tommy Hilfiger one,
Yeah.
that's actually thrifted.
Oh, it's thrifted. Okay.
Uh, yeah,
That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Let's see.
yeah, man.
Yeah. So was it like really cheap or?
Yeah. The good thing is there's I don't know if they have it there in Cali, but in here they have something called Value Village. It's a thrift store,
Oh yeah, I've definitely heard of
and then
Value
they
Village.
have
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then they have what do you call it? 50 days off or like 50% off days, where it's even cheaper than the actual price. And then like yeah, people just go ham on getting steals and just getting clothes that what I like about it is it's definitely one of a kind where no one else can get what you get because it's usually not like Forever 21. It's not like H&M, all of that where it's mass produced. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Where do you get your like fashion sense from? Because I know, like for me, I know growing up, I know I didn't have the best fashion sense when I was growing up. I was just
Hmm.
pretty simple and plain. But where do you get your fashion sense from? Do you have like any inspirations? Was it something as a kid that you watched? Was it like certain fashion shows that you watch, or something that kind of like inspired you to be at least be
Yeah.
fashionable?
Okay. Yeah. For me, my how I got into fashion is basically I think it's just direct. It just derived from my I actually I'm a big fan of art. I used to draw a lot, not as much as I used to, but yeah, I've been a big fan of like just expression and just just putting my own personal touches and everything. And I think when I was a kid, that never really developed into my clothes until like I got the freedom to do it. When you're a Filipino kid, at least for me it was definitely hard getting clothes when I'm younger. My mom wanted to pick it out for me, and it just came to a sense where once I started going to high school, man, I wanted to rock something that like showed who I am, right? Not like wear Skechers, not wear like button ups all the time. So yeah, I think it's the expression in me and just knowing like what looks good with what, and yeah, I just enjoy doing it. So that's the that's how I got into fashion. And yeah, now it's all about inspiration and just like seeing what looks good, seeing what describes me. Some things I try to go bold in. Some things it's like you try to be more low key, and it's there's art in subtlety, and then there's art in like being loud with what you wear. So yeah, I think there's definitely something to do with that.
I noticed your hat selection. How do you choose your like certain hats? Do you like go through and find like, oh, this is a nice beanie or this is a nice dad hat? Like, what? How do you go through like different hat selections?
The for me the biggest thing about hats is just the fit of it. It's like if it fits snug, it could make your head look big. It could be too tight. It's just, yeah, I just check out the color and everything. It's all about like, yeah, just how you feel when you wear it, how it fits and everything like that. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Are like your selections when it comes to outfits? Is it really expensive, or how does that come about?
Well, I mean, our fashion these days, it's hard to not ball out. I guess if you really wanna um show that you know a little bit, a thing or two about art, you can like ball out. But I grew up in a family where the first thing we check out whenever we shop is the clearance section. Whenever we would shop, we don't even look at the price tags of like whatever is in front. We look in the back, and I think that has like it in its own thing, just a sort of art or a sort of like creativity, because I think people who can mess with just art for it in its own, regardless of the price tag, regardless of it being cheap and still making it look good. I think that to me is just what art is all about. It's not about like the price tag. It's not about the name brands. If you know what you're doing, you can make like Old Navy look good. You can make thrifted stuff look good. It doesn't matter which brand it is, man. So yeah.
It's pretty awesome. I noticed an older photo. You took a picture with the two chicks from To the Nines.
Oh yeah, they're actually my friends.
Oh,
Um,
that's pretty cool. That's
yeah.
awesome. How did you
Yeah,
know them?
um, I met them through church actually, and I when I met them, it was actually the first few times we didn't really talk. It was more of me knowing that they're pretty hype, knowing that they've made a name for themselves. So I wanted to check out their church and just see what's up. And then they've been coming for a while now. At that time when they asked me to be in a video, and yeah, they just told me that they've been noticing how I dress over the past couple of times I went, and then they asked me if I could like help out in one of their videos, and then I just became really close friends with them. And yeah, after that it's just you know we appreciate and just each other's craft, and like we appreciate what um we do, and I have a respect for them, and I just love working with them, and I love what they do too, man. It's They're making Canada known for its like, or BC known for what I wanted to be known for, which is the fashion industry.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that you were
Yeah.
like close friends, or at least friends. So I didn't know. So I was looking through
Yeah.
your Instagram feed. I was like, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool thing. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What social media do you use the most? Do you use Instagram the most, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube the most? What do you use the most out of all of those social medias?
Well, for me, I think I'm mainly just Instagram now. Use I used to use Twitter a lot, and I used to use Snapchat, sorry. But then I don't know, I just grew out of it. I just I kind of felt annoying. I know I have a thing with expression, but in there I would just feel like I don't need to say the things that I say sometimes, or it's like it's not. I just grew out of it basically, and I feel like if I connect with a platform, it's Instagram. It's just I've used it the most, and that's where I really feel that I'm the most creative in, and that's where I have a connection with some followers, and yeah, I think that's the best way to reach me.
It's pretty cool. That's awesome. I know it's funny because
Hmm.
like a lot of people that I do talk to on this platform, they say like, oh, I've been using Snapchat a lot, or I've been using Twitter a lot. And a lot of people, I
Yeah.
guess now, since Instagram stories, and now since Instagram is a lot, evolving as a platform, I guess a lot more people are just like, I just stick to Instagram and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's definitely understandable. It's definitely understandable. What are your
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, were you gonna say
I'm
something,
sorry.
or were you gonna add to something, or?
I mean, yeah, I think it just to keep myself in check. I know when I had Twitter, I was striving to be more opinionated at that time, and I didn't really like that. It just gave me a platform where I could rant, and I didn't want that. And then I think now, if I really want to say something, I know I've seen you like comment on my stuff. I just say it on my stories or on my captions. I like to mess around in there, and like it's more free. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. What are your thoughts about like social media? Do you think it's positive? Do you think it's negative? What are your thoughts about it? Because I know like people definitely have different aspects about it. Like, what are your thoughts about social media?
I think if it's used right, it can be positive. But then like it can get you to compare yourself to others, which is never a good thing. And yeah, I've struggled with that before, and like at that time you just gotta know when you should take a break. You gotta know when to ease up a bit. But in its greatest time, you can use it to help spread positivity, love, and then like your message to others. For me, I think of it as a way to just like reach out and just show people that like there's love out there. And yeah, as long as you're using it for the right purposes, I don't think you can do anything wrong with it.
It's pretty awesome. I noticed that you have a lot of different jackets, like bomber jackets, the jacket that you're wearing in this photo. Where do you find your jackets at, man?
Oh yeah.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
What's up?
I was asking, where do you find your jackets at? Where do you find them at?
Oh, my jackets.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be um well, I try to shop for those in thrift stores. I It's gonna be almost always thrift stores, but if there's one I've been eyeing, or if there's one like I'm looking for a specific crop or a specific style, I hit up mostly I think Zara. And for bombers, it's usually H&M or something like that. But now I'm trying to stay away from those things, just because I the thing that affected me most about thrifting is you can get so much out of the price that you could get in Zara. And it just breaks my heart a little bit when I get something from Zara, and then I know I could have gotten like two or three pieces from like thrifting, or just like potentially looked somewhere else where it could have been cheaper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely understand what you mean. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
man, if I didn't spend it on this, maybe I would have been able to get this piece and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely understand that. Do you watch a lot of YouTube, or?
Yeah, I go to YouTube frequently, actually.
Oh, okay, I was just wondering because I mean, people that do watch it frequently. I know like people, some content creators that, maybe put like lookbooks, or, put outfit of the day. I mean, I know some of the smaller creators. I know some of them are getting demonetized
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So, I was just wondering like, what is your thoughts
Yeah.
on like the current state of YouTube?
On like the demonetization and everything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I watch it a lot, but not to the point where like I really pay attention to like certain artists. But I know that whole thing that happened like a few months ago, and like it's still happening right now. I think it's just changing YouTube in a way where it's like before it was mostly just I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, because I feel like it would be a different
Who did something? Let's see. He
like
did. Oh
YouTube
shit.
is
Oh
changing a
yeah.
lot,
Mhm.
and then yeah, just just see that. Yeah, man, it's I feel like they're kind of losing their touch on just having a relationship with the content creators, and then yeah, it's just causing unnecessary tension and everything like that. So yeah.
That's what's up. That's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Let's see. Let's see. I did have a question in mind, but I need to think
Hmm.
about that. Do you create any content like outfit of the days or like any lookbooks, like any video content?
I've thought about it, but right now I've just been sticking to just Instagram, just just pictures for now. I will probably start doing those soon. It's more of just, I guess, investing time in it, and yeah, I've always had an interest in it, and I think it will help like grow out my in the follower area, and just yeah, I think it can help with the expression aspect of it, but right now, no.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. How's your like sneaker selection? How does that work? How does your sneaker selection work out when it comes to like selecting your fashion sense?
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was asking about like your sneaker selection. Like, uh,
Oh, sneaker
yeah,
selection.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh
do you
man.
like shop at like certain stores or how does that work for you?
I'm sorry. Sorry, it's like
Oh,
glitching out a bit.
okay. Sorry, my bad. I was asking about like your sneaker selection and how you pick them. Like, do you pick them at certain stores or how does that work for you?
For me, there's certain type of shoes that like I've always had like a love for ever since like maybe since I got into art. Like um I know for a fact that like when I started working, the first pair of shoes that I wanted and like that I wanted to work hard for was the bread ones, the Jordan bread ones, because man, I just thought that shoe, it had the history with it, the band one, the one that Jordan wore, and then like he had to pay just to wear them to the court. I don't know. I just love the craft with it, but other than that, it's more of like what looks good on my feet, and yeah, I'm pretty wild with like what I pick, I guess, because some people think it's so controversial, or some people think it's whack that I'm like in the chunky sneaker trend right now, and like I'm going for the the Skechers or like the Air Monarchs, the dad shoes or the uncle shoes or whatever they're saying. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I know I asked you this, but I don't know if I got like like a real answer. But like, I asked you about like where do you get your fashion sense from? Do you get it like from like family? Do you get it from like TV? Do you get it from Instagram?
Oh,
Uh,
from fashion sense, I get inspiration mostly from people I watch. I know I've watched a couple of people before who just yeah, who I thought just knew what they were doing. There was this guy named Jacob Keller. Um, it even stems back to like Joey Diamond back then. Just like people who I thought like dressed nice. But yeah, it all basically just derived from like my own instinct of like what I think just looks nice. And yeah, it just derived from like my fashion or my art, like my artistic abilities back then, and like how I'm just in love with art, I guess, and I just wanted to spread that through fashion.
that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's funny because like I know I do ask people who are good with fashion. So
Hmm.
let's see, like, cause like if I ask like a girl like about fashion sense, someone may say like, oh, I watched America's Top Model, I watched Tyra
Oh
Banks or
yeah.
something like that. So yeah, I was just like when I ask other people like they like give me different answers. Someone asked who is Jimmy Diamond?
Oh, uh, it's actually Joey Diamond.
Oh,
I
Joey
think he's
Diamond.
a I a lot of people knew him as a singer, or like he was a YouTube singer, but then he also had an Instagram, and then I just went through his account back then, and I just saw it, and yeah, he just at that time his style was up to date with what I liked, and I think it just yeah, I just got inspired with what he wore, and then just translated that through my own thing. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I haven't heard of Joy Diamond either, but I was just curious.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a while ago. I
Oh,
think
okay.
that's when I like first started, but now I don't know. I don't really know what he's doing, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Cool. Usually I ask like all my interviewers this, but do you have like any questions for me? Like, do you have any? Because I usually ask my interviewers this question.
Oh yeah. One of the one of the things I was curious about was just but we talked about it, is
Hmm.
just how you were able to find my thing, or like my account, and yeah, what do you look for whenever you look for someone to interview, I guess.
Wait, can you repeat that question? I know you were talking about like me doing podcasts and stuff like that. Can you repeat your?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry.
Can you repeat your question?
Oh yeah, I was just basically curious, and like, what do you look for whenever you question someone, or like look for someone to interview for your podcast and stuff like that.
Honestly, when it comes to Instagram, like you kind of have like the full display. You kind of look at their
Mm-hmm.
profile. You kind of look at like their feed. There hasn't been at least a couple times or more than a few times where I've seen a profile like, man, they look kind of dope, but then I don't know what I would talk about with them, so I kind of pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure,
So
for
so
sure.
I mean, so with Instagram, you kind of get to see like the full display. Like, do they really pay attention to their feed, their aesthetic? Do they really pay attention to detail when it comes to
Mm.
the photos that they post? Is it a bunch of selfies? Is it I mean, there's like so many variables. Like, is it
Oh, okay,
yeah? Is
yeah,
it just like family photos? Is it just about them? How are they? What is the direction that they do? So, yeah, I definitely
yeah.
understand that aspect. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just like I just see their profile and their, I definitely look at some of the photos. I don't like go scroll all the way to the bottom, but if they're like,
Mm-hmm.
if their profile and their whole feed is dope, I feel like I should reach out to them and see if they,
I see.
will respond. So I mean, that's pretty much my selection of it. So like,
Yeah,
whether you're a guy or a girl, I feel like if your feed is good and your craft is good, what I mean, it doesn't you don't have to do like exclusively Instagram blogging or be a model or do certain photography.
hmm,
Like if you have a different craft, you're an athlete or something else. Like of course, I'll definitely consider that. I'll definitely consider what you're doing.
yeah,
So yeah. So I mean, it's honestly just about what they do and see if they put their craft into it. So that's pretty much how
yeah.
my
I
selection
I
process
I see
goes.
that, and yeah, I just have another question. I know you're into photography, right? And
Yeah.
like that has something to do with your name. I just want to know, like, um, I usually ask this question a lot. Do you find more enjoyment in like the taking photo aspect of it, or the editing portion of it?
I would say probably the taking photo aspect. 'Cause, I mean, when it comes to
Yeah,
editing photos, I feel
that's
like that
interesting. Yeah,
can take a longer process. And I know when it comes to a lot of
yeah,
photographers, they enjoy shooting photos. It's just the editing
yeah,
process. So the post process, that's like one of the things. Like sometimes it can take. Let's say if you took 10 photos, or you took 50 photos. Sometimes out of those 50, you'll take maybe 5 of those 50, or maybe out of that 10, you'll take
yeah.
9 out of
No, I
those
definitely
10.
feel you.
Yeah, so I mean, so it definitely takes some time. So I mean, honestly, you don't have
Yeah,
to be a photographer to know this too. Girls take a lot of
yeah,
selfies.
for sure,
They'll
of
take
course.
you'll take 50 selfies, but they'll take 3 out of those
Yeah.
50. You know what I mean? So it's selection process. So honestly,
No,
the
yeah,
shooting part
I'm
is
notorious for that. Just
yeah. So
yeah.
when it comes
I
to
think.
oh yeah, go
Oh no,
ahead,
no, go
Tyron.
ahead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for me, I find enjoyment in both, because I've actually taken time to just shoot photos myself. And I don't know if you know this, but through my feed, in between every bar, there's two photos of just the outfit, or like two photos of me, and then there's one photo where it's just, I call it a filler shot, where it's just basically me showing the, like, the photography aspect of it, not just people taking photos of me. And I do definitely see that, like, I think there's a huge chunk of it that is enjoyment in just the angle of the shot, and the angle of, like, like, it on your head what you want to take, and like just seeing that communicate, or like just seeing that being able to be put well into the shot you do is just, yeah, there's enjoyment in that.
It's pretty cool. When it comes to editing your photos,
Hmm.
do you use certain apps, or what do you use to edit?
Yeah, it depends. I mostly just go with Visco. I'm pretty sure you've heard about it, or
Yeah.
yeah, it's VSCO, and then there's that, and then I use Google Snapseed. I'm usually just use those two, but like if it's a collage, I use Pixar. I don't usually use any programs in the computer. I do my editing usually just in my phone. And yeah,
Have you heard of an application called Unfold?
Unfold?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's a new application where you can do collages and stuff like that. So if you notice a lot of people, if you notice a lot of like Instagram, I know a lot. It's a popular one now. It's if you search in the App Store, it's called Unfold, and you
Hmm.
can put it like a Polaroid type of thing. I'll show you like a test photo.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I heard that. I think
yeah,
my friend just showed me that today actually, where it's like, it puts like a more filmy look, more
yeah,
vintage. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that
Yeah.
actually.
I'll post a test photo in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
give me 1 second. I love using it too. I think it's a pretty cool app.
Yeah, for sure. So are you more into the film like style? Because there's something I could recommend to you too. It's more like, it's not free, but it's only like $1 or $1.50 in the App Store. It's called Filmborn, and it basically turns your photos into non-corny film-looking photos,
I've
and it's
actually
presets for you.
I've actually tested out that app before. I've actually tested that out.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty cool. I think it's dope. I've definitely
yeah.
tested out the free ones, the free presets.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, for
I
sure,
don't
for
know.
sure.
I don't think it's for me. Honestly, I've tried it
Oh,
out.
I see.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty dope.
Sounds good.
Yeah, there's this another app. It's lets you take like, kind of like, like you use those disposable cameras.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's this app called it's called HUJI. I don't know if it's Ouija or Hugie Cam, and
Mm.
pretty much what it does. I'll send like another screenshot on Discord. But it lets you like take a photo, and it like puts like the date on time, and like I've seen a lot of
Oh
Instagram
yeah, yeah.
people do it on Instagram.
Yeah, it's kind of
Post
like
it.
Unfold, right? In
No,
a
no, no,
way,
no, no. It's not like
but it has a day and time. Yeah, I've seen that
yeah.
too.
I posted it in hashtag general if you would like to see. Do you see?
Yeah,
Do you see it?
on Discord.
Yeah,
Oh,
on Discord. Yeah, check Discord.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think my friend has that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
that
like that.
yeah, so that's like it puts like the date and time on there, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty simple. I haven't tested it out that much, but when I downloaded it, I thought it was pretty cool. And then the photo above it, that's the Unfold app, so you can do different collages and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Unfold
I
is
think
yeah.
I think what do you call it? Cassie. The,
Hmm.
are you familiar with Cassie?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
actually, yeah, she actually uses that app. I think.
yeah,
I think I've seen her use that.
yeah. I've seen a lot of people use that. I was just wondering what type of app it was, and so I did my research, and
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I was like, damn, this
Yeah,
is pretty dope.
that's the beautiful thing about like here, the community and of like just people. who are into fashion. It's kind of like an untold slash unspoken thing where it's just the community here helps out each other,
Mm-hmm.
and like whether it comes to advice, whether it comes to like helping your self grow through followers and stuff. Yeah, it's just um yeah, they've been helping me out like with like how to get more followers, even small things like getting apps like this, like they tell me. And like planning this, they've told me about feed planning, and I think that's just amazing. Have you heard of an app called Unum?
Yeah, I've definitely heard of that. It was definitely a helpful app. Definitely helpful.
Yeah, it changed the game for me. It's just like you don't have to like just predict how your feed will look, and you can definitely like foresee it for yourself.
Yeah, I definitely like using that app, and I like recommending it because like, you can plan your feed out and stuff like that, and so,
Yeah.
without posting it, and so at least it'll help you plan in the future or something like that. If you have any future
Yeah.
photos that you want to put out, and you want to have it at least in a nice aesthetic, pleasing way, yeah, it's definitely an application that I love using.
Mm,
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
that's pretty cool. I don't think I have any more questions, but man, thank you for the opportunity, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I have one more.
It's no
I have one
problem.
more question though, but I was wondering since you know the two people that I mentioned, was it Cassie and
Cassie and Richie. Yeah.
yeah, I was wondering if you could I don't know if they'd be down to do the podcast. I don't know if you could like send a message out or something like that. That'd be cool to get them on the podcast. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I can definitely ask them for you. It's more of for them. They're traveling the world right now, basically,
Yeah.
and they usually don't have a lot of time because I think it's more of like it was a birthday present to both of them. It's their birthday soon,
Uh
and
huh.
they plan on traveling with limited time. It's like 1 day each or something like that. 1 day each place. But
Uh huh.
like when they get back, I'm for sure gonna tell them about you, yo.
Okay, man. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That really means the most, man. Cause
Yeah, man, for
yeah,
sure.
it's cool, man. Cause I like how they have their own hashtag. We are. I think it's
Yeah, weird to the nines.
yeah. I definitely love how they have a hashtag and they have dope videos. I just like looking at their inspiration, especially of course, I'm not a girl and stuff like that, but I like
Yeah,
looking at their their feed, and I like looking out like how they like get inspired, and I like looking at their videos, and that definitely does inspire me and stuff like that. So
oh,
yeah.
yeah. You know what's actually funny and what's actually interesting about that
What?
is that I actually did that. I work with them doing that, and I'm the one doing the hashtag for them.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you were the one that either created the hashtag, or how did that work?
No, I did not create the hashtag, but I'm the one who's been helping them with their social media.
That's pretty
And
cool.
yeah, I choose from the hashtag, and I know I'm the one who posts on their thing, and that's actually how we work together. We're not working together right now because I took a break when I went to the Philippines, but like, yeah,
That's pretty cool. I like how their hashtag is like so curated. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's when I was going
yeah,
through the hash
people definitely, yeah,
yeah, when I was going through the
we,
hashtag, I thought it was really dope how curated it was, and I thought it was really
mhm.
awesome. Like, cause like when I was going through it, I was like, man, I wish most hashtags were at least this curated when it came to the content. So, yeah, I was really
Yeah, for sure,
impressed. Really impressed.
yeah. No, I think they've gained enough respect from themselves, and just they've gained enough of a name for themselves that like it doesn't have to be said like how the the editing has to be for it to be like in the hashtag. Like people just know like what kind of stuff they'll post and what kind of stuff like they like, and I think it's um when you get to that point, it's just yeah, it's just amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I wish more stuff was like that. So, I like
Mhm.
how creative, and I love how their community is kind of just like respecting it. So, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, thank you though. I really appreciate that. Thank you for coming out, man.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. If I have another podcast or something like that, maybe sometime in the future, man, that'd be awesome to do another one with you, man. That'd be
Oh
cool.
yeah, yeah. Just let me know, man.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I think I have one more question. I know. Sorry, I have like one more last question.
No, no, it's all good. It's all
Okay,
good.
cool. What made you want to do the podcast? I like asking all my guests this question towards the end, but what made you want to do the podcast? What made you want to be interested?
Well, I it's mostly just because I saw like the work you've been putting into it, and yeah, for me, I'm a big I respect that a lot, and people who put in time and effort and like reaching out to other people, and just yeah, it's all about support here, right?
Most
Yeah, man.
definitely. That's pretty
Yeah, if there's
cool.
one thing, yeah, if there's one thing I want to share too, is just that like me, um, that's the thing. Me and creators like Richie and Cassie, the to the nines is we're just trying to you know spread that supportive more yeah, just to other creators. We're just trying to support how like people who are in the grind, who are trying to put in time just to make something happen. And I think yeah, it's time for like more people to stop beefing with each other and just supporting each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that community aspect where you kind of just say like, hey, instead of just saying like treating a competition, you kind of just like kind of share the wealth kind of sense. So like if you want to
Yeah,
help somebody out, like, hey, I can help you out, you help me out or something. You don't have to, but I like that community aspect where you're not competing, but you're kind of just like you're grinding, but what I mean, like hopefully you can help me out, I help you out. So I,
yeah,
I
man.
definitely love that
I guess
aspect.
it's like it's just a chain. Like if you're down to do it for other people, then like they're willing to spread it too, man. And like, why wouldn't you want to help out with that, right?
Yeah, most def. I definitely understand that. So, yeah, that was pretty awesome, man. So it's cool, man. So, yeah, I definitely love this
Mm.
podcast. It was pretty awesome, man. And I appreciate
Yeah.
how at your work you guys listen to podcasts. Also, that's pretty awesome. So,
Yeah.
that'd be
What
cool. If, like,
made you want to start it, yo?
yeah, that'd be
Like,
cool if you could show like this podcast. That'd be awesome. Like, hey, I got on a
oh
podcast,
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
So
No, but
yeah.
yeah, how did you? What made you start
Oh, what made me
doing the
Oh,
podcast?
doing the
Yeah.
podcast? Okay. This person, she recorded a couple podcasts that I know, and she never released her podcasts. And I was wondering what was going on. And so I asked some of my viewers, like, hey, like, yo, what if I did my own podcast? How would you guys feel about it? And a lot of people were like, yeah, man, like, yo, go for it, man. Go do your own podcast. So I started out with gamers, people that play games for a living or they do it for a hobby. They're called live streamers and stuff like that, and they stream on the
Oh yeah.
platform Twitch. And I also stream on Twitch also. And I
Mm.
started with people that play games for a living or people that do it for a hobby. And you can make a little bit of money there, here and there, depending on who you are. And and then after that, I asked some of my people that do watch me do what I do. I asked them like, hey, like, what if I branched out to other people besides live streaming people who do gaming content? Like, what if I reached out to people on Instagram? And a lot of people said like, yeah, go for it, man, do it. And honestly, it's been pretty fruitful, man. And people enjoy the content. People enjoy how the wide variety of people that I choose to. Like, I've had at least 3 models be on the podcast. I've had a couple barber friends, people, some barbers. I've had a lot of Instagram people too, people that do Instagram blogging or
Mhm.
or interest in fashion. So a lot of people do appreciate how vast it is, and it's not like one dimensional. So a lot of people do appreciate that. So yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds dope, man. Is man. Uh, I like that.
Yeah, and I've only and the funny thing is the people that reached out to me, only 3 people asked for like paid collaborations. So like
No
People,
way. People
yes,
actually ask for
I'm
paid.
dead serious, like dead serious. I've only had three people out of all the people I've messaged, and a couple people they said like, "Yo, I'll be interested. You just gotta, we'll do a paid collab." And I'm like, and I didn't say anything, so I was like, "What the heck?" And the last person recently, she asked for like $70, and I'll like promote you on my Instagram, and she had like 35,000. She had like 35,000 followers. And I was like,
Hmm.
nah, it's not even worth it. So I was just like, nah, fam, I'm good. And so I was like, I'll
Yeah,
pass.
man.
Yeah. So I
That's
was like,
crazy.
yeah, I was like
Yeah.
I was like on a podcast. Really, like we're not even doing a YouTube video. We're not doing so and so.
Yeah.
We're doing a podcast for crying out loud. So I mean, at least
Mm.
you know that not that many people have asked for a paid collaboration. So I'm grateful for that. And
No, yeah. I mean, that doesn't sound too crazy if you really want to put it into like terms, but like with other people, I just find it so shocking sometimes. Like it's the same thing too. Like I know a bunch of photographer friends who like, you know, it's kind of like the same when you're asking for like this, like it's collaboration basically, right? When you ask someone to help out or when you ask someone to shoot photos with, and like the craziest stories that they tell me is like when people ask for for money or like for paid collaborations, when most of the time like you know um some of them are as crazy as like they ask even though they're friends, and I'm just like, man, the things people do nowadays, yo.
yeah, I mean, people are definitely cashing out nowadays. So people are definitely
Yeah.
cashing out. So I mean, I don't blame them, but I'm just like, I would expect that comment
Yeah.
from somebody who has like 100,000 followers, not somebody who has like
Yeah.
such a small following. Where I'm just like, how is that gonna benefit like any of us? You know, what I mean, it's only gonna benefit you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely understand that comment. So yeah, man. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't appreciate that, man. Where people like they're trying to cash out. I'm like, really? Are you really trying to cash out on something so small and insignificant?
Yeah.
So yeah, but there's people out there, man, that are just trying to cash out as much as they can.
No, yeah, I see, I see that for sure. Man, that's crazy though.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's weird because like I don't know what to think about it because like I know I've had one person like get like I've had like somebody ask me like, hey, I'm busy, but I only do paid collabs, and I'm like, who, what? And like their excuse was like, I'm a single mom, so I can't really do much. And I'm like,
Hmm.
really? Are you really gonna use this lame excuse? So yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely understand
Well,
that aspect.
yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like, of course, we can't put ourselves in her shoes for sure, but I mean, you gotta you gotta help a brother out every now and then, man. I don't think it's too much personally, but yeah, it's just my opinion, I guess. Like, I can't really say for sure, like her own understanding with it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand that. And the other two people, of course, they weren't, single mothers or nothing. But
Yeah.
I know. They let me know like, hey, I only do paid collabs, and like, bruh. And I was interested. There's this one person that did message me about that, and she never responded back. But
Oh
I was
yeah.
just wondering like how much she charges and stuff like that. I'll probably
Uh huh.
maybe message her today or something like that. I don't even know,
Hmm.
but it's weird. Like I don't understand how people ask for that. So yeah, let's
I'm
see.
yeah. I
Yes,
guess it's the grind, man. It's just the grind talking. Like they know how to do business, but like they shoot the shot. You shoot your shot. So like, it's all about that,
yes, yeah. I know. So I mean, hey, I'm
man.
grateful for that. I mean, funny thing is like no one's blocked me yet. Nobody's done anything malicious to me. So I mean, of course, I've seen people just like open up my messages and don't say anything. So that means it's technically a no. But
Yeah.
yeah. So other than that, like I haven't had anything bad happen to me. So I'm Gucci. I'm chilling. So like,
Yeah,
just
man. I mean, for me, if anything, the only thing skeptical I had with this is just with podcasts. I know I'm gonna like if I really want to hear myself, I'm gonna hear my voice. I hate my voice, yo. It's just
That's funny.
it's
It's funny that you
I
say
don't know.
that because I know some people do hate listening to the voice. So Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. But like, I'm down to help out, man. It's like not even a problem.
That's what's up. Let's chill, man. So, yeah. So hopefully this passed
Yeah,
the time though. I
if there's
appreciated it.
anything,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
If there's anything, I just want to add, it's just like like um, I feel like I'm gonna regret myself if I don't say this, but like one of the biggest like inspirations as to why I create content. I know it's not really like part of your question, but I just want to put this out there. It's just like I want to reach out to people, and I want to like I don't know if this is like a really sore topic or like a sore subject to talk about, but like just um, I'm Christian, and I think it's a good way to spread the platform of like just God loves you, and just talk about that, and like yeah, I think if one thing that's helped me be brave or be just reach out or like not be afraid to like do what I do is just like I know I'm trying to spread that love that he gives through that, and like I shouldn't be afraid. So yeah, man. I don't know. I
Oh,
just thought I'd throw that in
nah,
there.
that's cool, man. I'm also Christian too, so that's cool. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's dope. Yeah. My friend, he asked me, are you eating anything at the food court? Are you eating anything?
No, believe it or not, I've
So,
just been chilling out here. Trying to get that free Wi-Fi.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
He's gonna see a movie with his family. What movie you're gonna watch
yeah.
again?
Jurassic Park.
Just Jurassic Park. Okay, the Jurassic World
Yeah,
movie.
the new one.
Yeah.
Yo, believe it or not, I actually was on the other coast. I lived in Florida for 10 years, man.
No way.
Before Canada, yeah.
What
Um,
what what made your family moved from Florida to Canada?
basically, better job opportunity, and actually, we've always wanted to move to Canada. We just had a layover in um, U.S., which turned into a 10-year layover. Took a while for us to get approved because yeah, they just changed the job requirements, and yeah, man.
That's what's up. My friend, he also said, "Who goes to a food court and not get any food?"
No, I mean I got food before. I
Oh,
got
okay.
sushi, man.
Oh, sushi. Okay, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
That's cool.
but
Uh,
I've done that. I've done that just for the Wi-Fi, man. No
oh, I
shame.
mean, yeah, I don't blame you, bro. Like some malls that I go to, they don't have like free Wi-Fi, so yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dang. It's tragic.
I know, tragic, man, tragic. But yeah, man. If you have anything else to add, man, go ahead. If you have anything else, if you want to plug anything.
Oh no, just shout out to my family. I feel like I'm gonna show this to them later. I yeah, just yeah, my family, my friends, my youth,
That's
and
pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Thanks, man. I
thanks so
already.
much for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I already plugged your Instagram and everything. So yeah,
Yeah,
this is
thanks,
a
thanks.
yeah, no problem, no problem. It's definitely a fun conversation, man. I appreciate it, man. So I'll make sure to chop it up, upload it on YouTube, and then you can show your fam or friends or whatever. And yeah,
Oh,
man.
definitely. Thanks
Yeah,
so much, yo.
and if you can put a good word with me with the two homegirls, man, that'd be cool too. But you don't have to. But that'd be awesome to get
No,
them
for
on.
sure. I'll do my best, man. I'll
Okay.
try. Of course, I'll try for you.
Okay. Cool. Most def. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.